Hey, it's Jeff again. Thanks for checking out this video. This is another video in my series Discovering Kelowna. So today I'll be checking out some parks in the city of Kelowna, British Columbia. Today we are once again in the neighborhood of Rutland, which is to the east of downtown Kelowna, away from the lake. It is a very residential neighborhood, and we are going to be in a very residential part of Rutland today. It's a very suburban area, so I suspect they'll mostly be neighborhood parks, but you know, they're very different. So we'll see what we see. It could be some delightful surprises. As you can see, it's still the winter time. We had a huge dump of snow a couple days ago, but a lot of it's melted, and it's a beautiful day today, all sunny and blue, and I'm gonna have a great time. I hope you come along with me. Hey, so here I am coming to you for my first park of the day. This is Hollywood Park. So it is at the corner of Hollywood Road and Hollywood Court. Hollywood Road, of course, is a major north-south road in Rutland. This is a neighborhood park. As you can see, it's got a playground, and a picnic table, and a lot of space. And on the east side, it has a hill. Of course, to the east of here, there is a bit of a bluff, and the eastern half of Rutland is a little higher in altitude than the western half. So this is probably the beginning of that sort of thing. But it makes a great place for the kids in the neighborhood to come sledding, and I'm sure it's a lovely place in the summer as well. So a good start to my walk here in Hollywood Park. Hey, here I am coming to you for my next park of the day. This is Moraine Park, or Moraine Court Park. Of course, it is off the end of Moraine Court, and that is a cul-de-sac. And this park is one of the greatest things about it is that it doesn't have any busy streets on any of its four sides. It is a large rectangular park. It's as big as at least 4 residential lots, and it connects 2 cul-de-sacs. So there's a walkway all along the east side of the park, but otherwise you have this wonderful protected space. There's even people playing here today. I tell you, a lot of these parks that I go to, and I go there during the middle of the week sometimes and different things, but there's often nobody there. So it's nice to see some people actually out and playing in the park. It has a playground and a large lawn and a lot of trees. We've seen 2 or 3 squirrels. It's you know, quite charming. I mean, as a neighborhood park, this is large and protected, and a really great resource for the people of this neighborhood. Moraine Park. Hey, so here I am in my third park of the day. This is Dell Park. So we've now gone a little bit west of our last park, but still in the same neighborhood. In fact, this is known as the Dell neighborhood because Dell, the road, goes through this area. And in fact, this park is along that road. It is an important secondary arterial road in southeast Rutland, so the whole neighborhood appears to be named after it. Were there ever any hollies here? I don't know. It's a bit of a Dell. I can buy that, but probably it's a name from Europe. So this park, another neighborhood park, you know, I gotta say, it's a similar size to the other 2 parks we've seen today. Very similar design. It's rectangular, you know, and obviously when they were subdividing this area in the 60s or the 70s, they planned out these parks, and they planned them all out around the same time. You know, up until the 70s, Rutland was very agricultural, but after the province amalgamated Kelowna in 73, this was all opened up, and all this former agricultural land you know, was all made into detached housing suburbs. So these parks, I think, were all designed around the same time. They're all huge rectangles, well, not huge, but you know, like several housing lots worth, with playgrounds and big fields and a lot of the same kind of trees we're seeing over and over again, locust trees, pine trees, you know, things that'll do well in this climate. So, but you know, that said, the fact that they're all the same isn't really a knock against them. They're all a nice design. They're all large and a great place to come and play. And you know, this one, unlike Hollywood, where Hollywood's a much busier street, even though this has a major road next to it, it's not a very busy road. And so this would be a fine place. I think you'd feel safe coming to play here. So here we are in Dell Park. Hey, so here I am coming to you from my 4th park of the day. This is Davie Park. So this is along Davie Road. We've seen 4 parks today. one of these parks is not like the others. This is not a cookie cutter neighborhood park like we saw with the other ones. This may have originally been, I don't know, but it was clearly either designed or redesigned much more recently. It has a lot of marks that suggest that it's got some more modern park design elements. It's got this big oval, you can see it behind me. It's got a big oval for walking around the middle of the park. Along Davie Road, when they redesigned the park, they took the opportunity to realign the sidewalk to come closer to the park, to leave a larger verge between the sidewalk and the street. It's got a playground, which is got some newer equipment. That doesn't always mean that it's a newer park, but I think if you take all these things together, it looks like it was designed in the last couple decades. So that's pretty exciting. I don't know what was here before that. Like I said, the lot is a very similar size to the other parks we saw today, so it may have had a neighborhood park like those, or it may have been an empty lot like some other ones. Other parks we've seen that have had modern designs, like Gerstmar Park, for example, were just empty lots for decades before that park design was implemented. So I'd be interested to find out what happened here. On the other hand, you don't need to know that in order to enjoy this park. It's a great place to go for a nice walk around. It's got this nice walking trail and a lovely playground. And under that snow, I'm sure there's a lovely lawn. So this is a great park. You can see they clear the paths. It's got all season interest. Davie Park. Hey, so there you go. That was our walk today. We took a spin around southeast Rutland, around the Hollydale neighborhood, and we saw 4 parks. We saw Hollywood Park, we saw Moraine Park, Dell Park, and Davie Park. And they're all very similar, although Davie was the only one with a modern redesign. They're all neighborhood parks, probably designed when the subdivision happened in the 60s or 70s here. The whole neighborhood was all detached residential. There's a couple spots of multifamily, but just kind of one-offs. So very consistent with the neighborhoods we saw, the residential neighborhoods we saw on the east side of Rutland. Neighborhood parks are super valuable. It's very good for everyone's health to have a park within a few blocks of their house. And even if the people in that neighborhood are the only ones that ever use it, it's really great for them that it's there. But, as someone who's not from this neighborhood, I can tell you these parks are definitely worth visiting for anyone who lives in this town or anywhere else. I wouldn't call them destination parks per se, but I love parks, and a park's a park. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed seeing what we could show you of southwest Rutland. And if you did, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to see more of my videos, subscribe. I'm still not even halfway through seeing all the parks of Kelowna. I started in the summer. I'm going to head towards next summer. The series is going to continue every week, seeing more parks. So check out my other videos if you'd like to see more about the parks of Kelowna that I've seen. And I hope to see you next time. I hope you go for a walk in your own neighborhood and maybe see some parks where you live.